It may be true that your church needs to be burned down, but don't say that I told it you need to do that. But some outside force, sometimes it is just simply the prayers of people. I was working with a church one time in Molalla, Oregon, and this church was dead in the water for about 11 years. But they had a small core group of people who had faithfully prayed. I believe it was 3 people who had faithfully prayed for 10 years that God would change that church. And somehow, mysteriously, people began to change. They began to have a different heart. And they began to have more of a concern for reaching out to people outside the church. The Holy Spirit worked through the people in that church, through the prayers of the people, to begin to change hearts and to change directions. But you and I know that most of the time, churches are coerced into change through leadership. And that leadership often comes through a pastor. Most of the time, churches are turned around when they get a new pastor or a renewed pastor. All turnarounds either need a new pastor or a renewed pastor. Many times it's a new pastor who comes with a new vision, a new voice, and can establish a new direction in the life of the church. But other times it can be a renewed pastor who, through prayer and through Bible study and through learning, through seminars and coaching and other ways, they learn how to begin to think differently about the church and to put into best practices in that church, and it begins to turn the church around.